Hey, Sonny here. So today we're gonna do a lesson on Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee. You can check my several lessons back. I did a cover of Flight of the Bumblebee. So right now we're gonna do slow down and go through the song. Before we start the tuning on my guitar, right now I'm tuning to C sharp on the low E string. And then I have a G sharp on the A string. And on the D string I'm tuning to C sharp, basically half step down to the standard tuning. So on the G string, instead of G, it will be F sharp. And then instead of B string, normally is A sharp. That's half step down. And then the last string, high E string, would be my D sharp string. Okay, so that's my tuning on my guitar. On the recording, you will play, you will do exactly what I just did here. The only difference is that my low E string on the original recording is tuned to D sharp. Right now, my guitar is tuned. My low E string is tuned whole step down. So instead of D sharp, the low E string right here is a C sharp. Okay. All right. So without the delay, it will sound like this. Okay. With the delay on, right now it's set at 160 beats per minute. So if you follow the formula I had in my 2 videos ago, you take 45,000 divided by beats per minute. So in this case, 45,000 divided by 160, and I get 281 point something. So you can round it up, round it down. So you can set the delay at 281 millisecond if you want to play along at 160 beats per minute. Okay. Now the original recording is in 200 beats per minute. So we're playing about 440 beats per minute slower than the original tempo for this lesson. So to show you what I'm talking about, on the rhythm it sounds like this. This is 160 beats per minute, okay? Without the delay, now every time it clicks like that, you'll play two notes, okay? So that's what it is. You can just kind of get used to what it sounds like. Now, with the delay on, I'm turning the delay on. Now here's what it sounds like if I just play 2 notes, okay? One note sounds like this. So now if I play 2 notes consecutively, playing the exact same 2 notes, it would sound like they with the delay on. So let's just, if I say I play 14 and 12 fret like I just did, play it over the rhythm like that. This is what it sounds like with the delay on. It goes like. Without the delay, it sounds like this. Again, with it on. With it off. So that's what it sounds like with the delay. So I want you guys to hear it first. Here what it sounds like without the delay or with the delay, so you get used to it. So when you play, best thing to do is pick 2 notes if you're not sure exactly where you are, until you feel the delay where it falls between the notes. This is the best thing to do to learn this piece. The rest is just learning the notes, but to play along with the delay, that's the hardest part. Okay, the first part of the Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee, you start on the 21st fret on the high E string, and you focus on you only play on high E string the entire time for this first part right here. You'll play 21, 22nd. Turn the delay off first, and then 20, 21st. So that chromatically you will play 21, 22, 20, 21. Now I do the exact same pattern, move down 2 notes, do it at 19 frets, so it'll be 19, 20, 18, and 19. So you get the pattern. Do the same thing at 17 fret, 17, 18, 16, 17. And then move down 2 frets again, 15, 16, 14, 15. Move down 2 frets again, 13, 14, 12, 13. Move down 2 frets again, 11, 12, 10, 11. And then 9, 10, 8, 9. And then 7, 8, 6, 7. So the whole thing goes like this. Okay. After that part, you'll play this right here. Okay. So what I'm doing is I play the 5 and 8 first. 4, 7. 5 and 8 again. 4, 7. And then 5, 8. 6, 9. 5, 8, 4, 7. You do that twice, so it goes. Again. So that's the second part. The next part goes like this. Okay, the notes are open. You always pivot back to open high E string. Again, you still focus on the low high E string only. So it's open E, 12th fret on E. Open E, 8th fret. And then 12 and 8 again. And then 7th fret and 10th fret. And then open E, 7th fret. Open E, 10th fret. Open E and 7th fret. Okay, so far with this. Next part. 5 and 8. Open E and 5th fret. Open E, 8th fret. Open E again, 8th and then 5th fret. Okay, and then you only do it one time, and you play move down. You play 4, 7. Open E, 4th fret. Open E, 7th fret. Open E and 4th fret. And then you move back up again. You do 5, 8. 4, 7. 5, 8, 4, 7. 5, 8. 6, 9. 5, 8. 4, 7. And then you repeat the whole thing again. Basically what I showed you before, the pattern. Alright. So let's start for now. So the whole thing starts from the beginning, goes like this. notice I don't play the note full range. I don't go. You got kind of like a staccato, kind of slightly mute the string. Okay. So when you do that with the delay, it's going to sound really cool. So like that one part. With the delay on, with the rhythm on, it sounds like this. You see what it is? The note is simple without the delay. With the delay on. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. Now we move on to the next lick. Okay, the next section is all diminished scale. Here's how it goes. Let's stop right there for now. So the notes are it's like a ladder going down. All right, so you do the same shape. You always play this diminished minor third interval. Two notes with the two notes that you play per string has a space of two notes in between. So for example, the first one is 4 and 7. So 4 7 has two notes in between, right? So we do 4 7, and then you move on the A string, you do 5 8. Same shape, move down to D string 6 9, and then G string 7 10. Alright, so you do the exact same pattern, but this time you start from the 7th fret on the low E string. 7 10, 8 11 on the A, 9 12 on the D, 10 13 on the G. And then move up again, you do 10 13 on the E, 11 14 on the A, 12 15 on the D, 13 16 on the G. Now, and then after you play that, you move up 2 frets on the B string. You play 15 and 18th, and then 16 and 19 on the high E string. Do it 3 times. All right, let's play that one time all the way through. After you finish playing that part, we'll go to the next section. It goes like this, and I'll start from this part right here. Let's stop right there. All on the high E string only. One single string. You keep pivot back to the different note. Okay. So the first pattern goes like this. Okay, 17 19, 17 21, and do that twice. Okay. The next part is 17 and 20, 22nd fret. 17 and 21. 17 19. 17 and 21. Alright, so far with this. Now, and then you stretch your fingers a little bit. You move the index finger down to 15th fret. You do 15 21, 15 19th, 15 21 again, 15 22nd. So this is a big stretch with your pinky and your index finger. And then 15 21 again, 15 19, 15 17, 15 19. Alright, so that section so far we have this. Next part, 1419, 1421, 1422, 1421, 1419, 1417, 1419, 1419. So that one section, the whole thing goes like this. Next part, 1319, 1320, 1319, 1317, 1316, 1317, 1316, 1317 again. Alright, so the last part section goes like this. Alright, so the whole thing slowly one time. So we'll play a little faster, it sounds like this. The last part, it sounds pretty cool if you play a little faster. Okay, the next section goes like this. Stop right there for now. So what I'm playing here is 17 and 21 on the E, and then 20 fret on the B, back to 17 on the E, and then move down to 12. You do high E string 12 fret and 15 fret, and then B string 14 fret, back to 12 fret on the high E string. So. And then you move down, you play 5 and 9 on the E, 8th on the B, and 5 on the E. So and you play open E string, 3rd fret on the E, open E, 5 and 7 on the E, open E again. And you play, and then after that you play 4th fret on the E, open E string, 12th fret on the E, open E, 7 on the E, open E, 16th on the E, open E, 12th and open E, and then 17 on the E, open E, 16 on the E, open E. Alright, so that's the first part of that section. It goes like this again slowly. It's like that, okay? So. Okay, next part, you start off exactly the same way I just showed you. After that, you play the 5/9 E and then B8 back to 5 on the E. You play open E string and 3rd fret on the E, and then open E and play 5th fret on the E. And then you play 4/7 on the E, 5/9 on the E, 4/9 on the E, 5/9 on the E, 4/9 on the E again, 5/9 on the E, 4/9, I'm sorry, 4/7, and then open E twice. So that whole thing goes like this. The second part. All right. The third pass will go like this. Start again similarly, just like what I show you. So what I'm doing here is we'll go through exactly what I just showed you in the second passing, all the way up until you play the 5th fret on the E string. So all that so far is exactly the same what I showed you before. And after you play that, you gotta move up. You play this chromatic note like we did in the very beginning of the song. You play this time. Play 11, 12, 10, and 11. You move up 2 frets. You play 13, 14, 12, 13. Move up 2 frets. 15, 16, 14, 15. Move up 2 frets. 17, 19, 16, 17. Okay, and after you finish playing that, you go back to the next passing. You do the same thing again. Okay, so that one last passing before we start tabbing part, you start off exactly the same. Up until this 5th fret on the low E string, and then you're going to change again. You'll play opens. You play 6th fret on the E, open E string. 2nd fret on the E, open E. 2nd fret on the E, low open E. Sometimes there was 6th fret on the E, open E, and then 2nd fret E string and open E string again. So that one part right here goes like this. And then you move up to B string. You'll play 4, 5, 2, 4, and then open B string 4 times. Last pass goes like this, slowly. So now the whole section, slowly, the entire thing goes like this. Go to the tapping part. Okay, the tapping part is still on the 16th fret on the G string. It's all on the G string, so I'm not going to even call it out. The entire thing, tapping plays on G string only. And the tap is always on the strong beat. So you go tap 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So where the tap comes in, all right. So the first part goes like this. Alright, is we'll play 16th fret on the G string, pull off 12, pull off 19, pull off on the 9th, hammer back on 12. Do it one more time. and then you'll do 17th fret on the G string. Do the same thing again. 12 and 9. So far with this. And then you move your left hand down half a fret. So now you still tapping on 17th fret, but you pull off into 11 and 8, hammer back on 11th fret. You do that twice. Now keep your left hand where you are at the 8th and 11th fret. You move your tapping finger down to 16th fret again. You do the 16, pull off 11 and 8, hammer on back to 11. Do that twice. Alright, so far we have this. Next part, move your left hand down half a fret. You're still tapping on the 16th fret, pull off 10 and 7, hammer on back to 10. You do that twice. Move your tapping finger down to up to 17th fret. Do only one time. And then 16th fret again on the tapping hand, and then pull off 10, 7, hammer on back to the 10th. All right. So that one part, so far goes like this. Next part, move your left hand down again, another half step. You go tap on the 16th fret, pull off the 9, 6, hammer on back to 9. Do that twice. Move your tapping hand down to 14th fret. Do the same thing with your left hand over 9 and 6th fret. Alright, so far with this. And after they continue, 14, this time you move your left hand down to 5th fret and 8th fret, and you tap on the 14th fret, pull off in the 8 and 5, hammer on back to 8, do that twice. Move your tapping hand down to 16th fret, up to 16th fret, and you do the same thing again. While your left hand is on the 8th and 5th fret. One time, in the 14th fret. So that one small piece goes like this. And after you play that, you move your left hand down another half fret. You do 14th fret tapping on 7 and 4, pull off, and hammer on back to 7th fret. You do it twice. And then 12th fret tapping on a G string, 7, 4, and back to 7. Do that again one more time. Slide down the left hand half step, and then do a 12, tap on the 12, 6 and 3, hammer on back to 6th fret twice. Move your tapping down to the 11th fret, do the same thing again twice. Move your left hand down to 5 and 2. You're still tapping on the 11th fret, pull off into 5th fret, 2nd fret, hammer on to the 5th fret, do it twice. 12th fret on the G string, pull off from the 5-2, hammer on to 5th fret, do that one time. Do that on the 11th fret tapping, and then pull off from 5-2 and back to 5. Move your left hand down and a half fret. Now we'll get to the very bottom piece of it. So we go 11, 4, 1, 4. Do that twice. And then 9, 4, 1, 4. One time. I'm doing twice. 8th fret, 8, 4, 1, 4. Do that twice. 9th fret, 9, 4, 1, 4. Twice. Next part is 11, tapping, 11-3-1-3 twice, 9-3-1-3 twice, 8-3-1-3 twice, 9-3-1-3 twice, and then 9-2-1-2 twice, 8-2-1-2 twice, 6-2-1-2 twice, 8th fret, 8-2-1-2 twice. Well, let's play through the whole tapping part. Let me show you the entire thing so far, what we got here. So it goes like this. Next part goes like this. Okay. Now my string on the low E, because it's turned to C sharp. It's tuned to C sharp. That's why I have to play. I would start from the 6th fret on the low E string. Basically, I tap on the 14th fret on the low E string, pull off the 6th fret, and hammer on to 9th fret. Do that twice. Okay. Now, if your guitar is not tuned down, whole step like I do with the low E string, you'll play. You do a 12, 4, and 7. Do that twice. So right now, because my guitar is tuned down whole step, I gotta move it up to the 6th position. So I goes again. It's 14, 6, and 9. Do that twice. Tab, pull off 4th fret, hammer on the 7th fret. Do that twice, and then you move down to the A string. 13th fret tab, pull off on 5th fret and hammer on to 8th fret. Do the same thing on the D string, but you do on the 14th fret, pull off to 6 and hammer on to 9. And then on G string, 15th fret tab on the G string, pull off to 7th fret, hammer on to 10th fret. And then on the B string, 17th fret, 9, and 12. And then high E string, 16th fret, 10, and 13. Do this 6 times. And then play the A chord 3 times. Faster, sounds like this. And that's the entire thing. Well, that's the whole thing for Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee. Again, thanks for watching.